All right. Hello, I'm Alicia Collins, CEO and founder of SunFireTalent. And I'm here with DJ Limelight, and we're going to have two special guests, DJ Limelight, and in a second you'll see actor Charles Lee. We're here to get to do a first ever meet and greet. So this is a meet and greet by SunFireTalent when I actually go out to the talent, bring them to you. So let's go ahead and start it off with DJ Limelight. This music he created. He's actually a producer, so pretty good. So if you're trying to book, all right. So let's begin with some questions. Get with our actor Charles Lee, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it out with some more good music for you. So let's start it off. All right. So DJ Limelight, come on over.
There we go. How you doing?
Don't be shy.
I'm a little shy.
Just a tad. But all right, so tell us a little about yourself.
As she told you, I'm a producer. I'm gonna tell them a little bit more this time. I went to Art Institute of Washington. I have a BS degree in audio production. I only did that not because I was so smart, but because I didn't want to be a broke musician my whole life. I played 10 instruments. I just love music in general. And I wanted everybody to know, because later on she's going to ask me a question about what my advice to you would be. I'm pretty sure she's going to ask me that question. I got that.
It's in my soul, sitting there. Sitting there, just wait for it. All right, so how long have you been DJing for?
Since I was 15.
All right.
DJing, beat making, you know, whatever I could do to get myself into the cipher. As the guys rhyme, you know, I came up in that time, and it was just everybody had a good freestyle. If you could get to be a part of that, it was something special.
All right, freestyle dropping. What motivates you to move forward in your career?
Just bringing back, not to say it's gone, but it's teetering. Bringing back real music, you know. I play a lot of instruments, so whenever I do sample, I try to go back to the old soul samples. I like try to go back to the things where music was at its heyday. I like to hear music that's at its heyday.
Yes, ladies and gents, he said heyday.
I did. Old soul.
For y'all young souls, that's back in the day, classic kicks. All right, so if you got a chance to meet one of your music, like a legend, passed on or now, who would that be?
I'm gonna do three. First and foremost, business-wise, Jay-Z. Nobody's better than business than him. Second of all, I can't meet him because he's already passed on. R.I.P. Prince. Nobody better. The third one is a more recent add-on, Kanye. He said something in one of his songs that just struck my soul. He said, "What do you know about doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers straight?" I know about that.
Unfortunately, I'm learning about that through this great young man here. All right, on a good foot. Any motivation, as we speak about a lot here. Motivation is the go-to. So any motivation for anyone?
Yeah, I mean, I look at music, you know, and every now and again I'll turn the radio on and I'll hear something that strikes my soul. And I just always long to be that person. Like, inspiration is not something you can rush. It's a gift. It's given by God. And I like to appreciate it, you know. It motivates me to want someone else, some other kid, like when I was a kid, to hear, you know, a Biggie song or a Belle Biv DeVoe song or a New Edition, and just be able to recite every word. Or like me when Drew Hill came out and I used to sing their stuff. Well, I didn't dye my hair. I wasn't one of those guys. But
or flip through a nation of women.
I wasn't one of those guys either.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I really did enjoy the culture. I enjoyed the time period. And when it's all said and done, I would just like somebody to be able to flip on the radio or flip on an old, what we call MP3 now. They probably won't even use anymore by then, and they'll say, "Oh man, I remember that guy. He's talented."
Yes, very talented. And on a note, how talented is he? I like to bring up his love for instruments. Let's see if he can tell us about which ones he plays.
You wanted the whole number?
Let's see if we can ask him which one he plays.
All right. We're going to start with the weird one first, like I said before. Xylophone, French horn, trombone, trumpet, saxophone, all 4 of those. So you can count, we're already at 8. I play guitar, bass, drums. That's 12, isn't it? So I'm a little above 10 already.
So, on a good foot, if there's a church event and you want all your instruments played, including the tambourine,
we actually do that.
I got the man for you.
Shout out Prince of Peace. We actually do that. We actually have, there are sometimes where we'll actually get up and the organ player and myself will switch instruments and just show people we can play them all.
This is the reason why I do shows like this, is so you can meet actual people who can do all these things. And here's one of them.
Oh yeah, and shout out Church of God in Christ. They're the reason I can play that many instruments.
The reason why I sing. All right, so on a good foot, we still gonna keep going on now. What we're gonna do is split up just a second, but before we do, give us a few of your social media sites they can catch you on.
Well, I kind of botched this earlier, so I'm gonna make sure I do it right this time.
These are his legal sites.
True. Facebook, Twitter. Facebook is JR. You can reach me on my Facebook, jrclemens@yahoo.com. It'll bring my Facebook up. That'll attach you to Soundwave music page, and DJ Limelight music page. I have an Instagram, DJ Limelight, at Instagram. I have as well. What else do I have? Oh, SoundCloud. You can find a lot of my older beats or things I've made over the years. I have over 6,000 beats that I can count now, like 10 terabytes right here behind me. On SoundCloud. It's a lot.
Yeah, so if you missed any,
Oh, Twitter is Mr. Clemens 1980.
All right, so there's Twitter. But if you missed any other than those, www.SunfireTalent, I will get
She'll
you.
drag it out of you.
I will get you anything you need. A firstborn child, anything that progresses into a great man that he already is. All right. So on that note, we're gonna let him move to the side. We got another gentleman that we adore, Charles Lee. He's an actor, and he's gonna come over and tell us everything you need to know to contact him. Also. All right.
Word.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Scoot on over. Get a little close. I don't bite.
You sure?
I do question that. But we're going to go ahead and get some questions in and see what your skills are and how you're so talented. All right. Actor Charles Lee. Okay, tell us a bio, a little bit about yourself.
Grew up in Brooklyn. Grew up in Brownsville, Brooklyn, Tilton Projects. Was a Marine Corps brat. Lived all over the place. Lived in Cali, lived in the Midwest for a little bit. Went back to New York, and then my family settled here in Virginia. And been involved in acting off and on since I was 5 years old.
All right. So since he was 5, everyone, that's, I think around 5, I probably was still having tea parties, and he was actually on stage. So he's very talented, okay? So what motivates you to keep moving forward?
Anyway, what motivates me is I'm gonna take it more personally. Growing up, I had a stutter, and what I found out, I mean, you guys can obviously tell. I don't know if you can, but anytime that I'm in front of the camera or I'm on stage, it goes away.
And
I have witnessed that. It does.
Yeah.
It literally. Hold up.
Go ahead. We gotta testify.
It literally does. It blew me away. We went to some event, a grand opening, red carpet, and I was like, "Is this dude gonna?" Not one the whole night. And I was drinking, but he didn't stop.
Yes, it's like I said, and of course I have a non-bullying group. Okay, so motivation is the key, and we have a gentleman here. I'm sure he has his stories, but when he gets up on that stage and he presents himself, anything negative you had to say about him would disappear because he is definitely working at his craft. All right. So on that note, growing up, who were your influences?
Well, obviously, you know, there was the Denzels and, you know, the Al Pacinos and the De Niros, of course, you know. I would have to say that the two people that actually, well, actually 3 people that actually influenced me as an actor really strongly were Sean Penn, Gene Hackman, and also Edward Norton, and also Tom Cruise as well.
All right.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
All right now. So we want to move on to which actor or actress would you like to meet in person?
I would love to meet. I would love to meet Edward Norton. I would love to meet him. Yeah, definitely. And also would love to meet Sean. I would love to meet Sean Penn.
All right. That's a wicked combination right there. Too hot to handle.
That's
all right.
a lot of awards right there.
Yeah. Just the carrying the awards to the car. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's a lot.
Yes. All right. So, what motivation or motivational advice would you give to someone in a younger generation?
If as far as acting is concerned, I mean, if you want to be in this game, you want to be an actor, hustle for it. You know, fight for it, like I had to do, and also have yourself a great support team around you. You know, also start networking. Go to networking events. Go to meet and greets. You know, go to acting classes. You know, start learning certain techniques. Whether it's Meisner or Stanislavski, which I studied both. You have to be able to know your craft. You know, get involved in theater because I think that there's a lot of people that are in movies that haven't studied acting in their whole life. I mean, they just have a certain look. And
same with music.
Yeah, we caught that in reality television.
Case in point, the Fast and Furious stuff. And that's why a lot of people don't mess with the stage because they don't have the chops. Because you can BS on television and film because you got your editors and you can do another take.
You got dudes like me.
But
down in front.
but you can't BS on stage.
You definitely can't. I had my share of acting and acting classes. You let your director let your director not know that you didn't recognize or remember the words. They get on you. So you got to know where to stand. You don't want to be facing the wrong direction. You know, center stage. I mean, you got to know your stuff.
I mean,
you know?
When you're on stage, if you miss a line, you got to keep going.
The show must.
Yeah, because no one's gonna stop and hand you a book. Never once has that ever happened on stage. So he's very correct. All right, so we're gonna stop this a quick moment because we want him to give us a quick acting moment. So it's just an acting break. So can you give us a line from one of your plays or something that you've seen?
I will do a quick monologue from a movie called Changing Lanes.
All right.
That had Ben Affleck and Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
Go to dinner with my wife, her parents, and Monday morning, go look at a boat. And on Tuesday, go back to work. And magically, this incredible day will only just be a memory. So you go to the beach, you're walking towards the water. You're not sure if you want to go in there. It looks cold. There's a girl standing next to you. She's not sure she wants to go in there either. And you know, if you just ask her name, you leave with her. Forget your life. Now you came with. And after that day, it comes to you. Not every hour, every 5 minutes. It's every second of that day. It's the memory of another life that you could have had.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so what you guys think? You leave your comments. And in fact, if you have anything that you want me to pass down, you feel free to go to the site and I'll make sure to keep up with him. And before we even go, we got to ask him his social media sites. So how does everyone watching keep up with you?
You can definitely catch me on Twitter at Charles R. Lee 83. You can also catch me on Instagram at CRL07091983. I know I gotta come up with another name.
And quickly.
Yeah, and quickly, yes. You can also catch me on Facebook. There's a ton of Charles Lees out there, so the best way to connect with me and to find me is through my email, hollywoodbound83@gmail.com. And I also have a fan page on there too. And that's about it.
All right. So on top of that, all right, so we're going to move it on over to Mr. Limelight.
Oh.
Would you like to send us on out with some of your music?
No, I would not.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and push through. And before we push through, www.SunfireTalent, I bring the talent to you. This is our first annual meet and greet. And it's a great honor to be with Mr. Limelight here, DJ Limelight. So if you're looking for him on the social media, you know what to look for. And then, of course, we were just joined by actor Charles Lee. So
Charles is my partner, and he's very talented.
Very talented.
Very.
If you don't know about him, you're missing out. Okay, and then what we're about to miss, we won't be missing, is this performance. He's going to give us a few moments of his greatness. Okay, Mr. He only plays 10 instruments, you know. All right, let me move out his way. All right, it's good to see y'all. Thank you for joining SunfireTalent. Let's move on into the music.
What I've decided to do for you at her behest is to basically show you, how I would break down a beat or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what I have up here. I'm just going to silence it. We're going to go from scratch for you all. I want you to feel like I gave you something. So what I'm going to do, I use machine and complete control. Most of you geeks will know what that is. It's basically a VST controller. It can play any sound. World's best synthesizer. Let's see. So what I've decided to do is to just play something basic, okay? And then I'm going to add drums to it, and they can see, what I'm twerking with. Okay, 2, 3. 3 is the one I need. Mute. Let's. All right. So this is the basic of it. I'm gonna mute 3, 2. All right, now go back to D. Can you hear it? tempo wise. Let's turn it up a little bit. Alright, now I know what I want to do. So when I'm going through this, once I decide the melody I'm going to play, or whatever I'm going to play, this is an overly simplified way of looking at it. I basically record 8 bars, and then I start to play with it. Replay it so it's clean. I don't like the sound of that organ, so I'm going to change it. This is the part you have to have patience for. If you don't have patience, quit now.